Yeah, so how I got started. Drawing has always, pretty much since I can remember, been my thing. Like since childhood, my parents used to joke that ever since I was able to hold a pencil, I would draw, and I would just need a pen and a paper to keep me occupied for hours. I've been very fortunate to have them encourage that passion, even though they weren't necessarily artistic at all themselves. They saw that spark there and they knew that it was something they wanted to encourage. Throughout my teenage years, I did a lot of fashion design and drawings until I discovered that I didn't like to sew. Then led me through a bunch of different stylistic eras, from realistic pencil drawing until I discovered classical acrylic and oil painting. That made me realize that that's what I want to pursue further. I went on to study design and marketing, and that then led me to this whole content creation and social media space, growing an audience and connecting to collectors across the globe. Okay, there's multiple sections to this question. I think I'm just going to start with fundamentally, I would say my artwork is inspired by the desire to bring more beauty into the world and evoke a sense of wonder in people. I feel like art in general is something that is able to pull us out of our day-to-day routines. There's a couple of movements throughout art history that I'm deeply inspired by, which is, for one, the Impressionists. I just love the idea of evoking through emotion through the use of simply color and light. Absolutely adore Monet's work. And then the other one, Surrealists. I like the idea of surrealism to confront us with the more dreamlike aspects of our reality and making a lot of things that are... There's actually an incredible abstract piece which has really struck me, which I saw on social media, so I actually haven't seen it in person. He's a contemporary artist, Ian Ryer Smith, I think. And it's actually an abstract piece, so it doesn't depict anything concrete, but the combination of colors and the way he lays down his brush strokes was just so masterfully done, and it really struck something in me. It's just such a colorful piece, but it's so tastefully done, and it's... Yeah, I'm not sure what it represents in me, but it's what it represents to me, but it
hits up.
It's just like, it's got to be probably one of the most impressive abstracts I've seen in my life. I don't know, I feel like there's this prevalent cliche in the art world that you can't make it, or it's really hard to break through and be successful, but there's so many opportunities nowadays to monetize what you do. And like even throughout history, if you think about the days of Michelangelo, like artists were hired by these wealthy families to create commissioned work, and they were thriving artists throughout history. So I just find it kind of depressing that this kind of cliche still exists, because I feel like it encourages a lot of people to go into that direction, even though it's what they're passionate about. Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment, and I would love to at some point venture more into the gallery world, which, as someone who hasn't done an art degree, is a bit trickier. And a lot of gallery owners and institutions in the art world still look a bit critically upon artists who use social media to promote their work. So it's a bit hard to kind of combine those worlds, but I think as that is evolving, those dynamics are changing more and more, and yeah. So one of my all-time favorite pieces, and I've taken a couple of prints with me so I can show you the print version. This is Aura. This is one of the pieces I've actually recently done a print giveaway of as well. She is by far one of the most challenging, but also one of the most rewarding pieces I've created so far. This piece was actually my first time working with 24K gold leaf, which you can see here in the background, which is if you know anything about gold or working with gold leaf, it's such an incredibly delicate material. Just makes it so hard to work with, but the way it just interacts with the light creates such a special effect. And to me, this particular piece, what it represents is connecting with your untapped potential and your inner vibrancy. So what I love about Fanvia is the way it takes all the best features from all the different social media platforms that we all know and love and puts it into one place. So as a creator, it makes it much easier to provide value for your audience and connect with your audience on a deeper level, and takes a lot of the stress out of content creation. And yes, I'm hoping to use the platform just to provide more behind-the-scenes insights into the creative process, both the technical side and also the thought process behind some of the pieces. So through Fanvia, I could imagine hosting maybe something like a pop-up gallery, where maybe there's live painting and maybe a Q&A session or something like that, and there will be prints and artwork on display. Could be in collaboration with other artists. I don't know, like an interior design company or something like that, or maybe something like that's like fitting in terms of the aesthetic, to have that just be displayed together. Because I mean, at the end of the day, art also kind of does cater to that like niche. It's not just something that speaks to you emotionally, but something that maybe you would want to match your furniture and your curtains and whatnot. So. Karl Lagerfeld.
Who's that?
Karl Lagerfeld?
Karl Lagerfeld?
Yeah. Excuse me?
Okay, you gotta give me... Oh, okay.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's like, to me, he's like a modern Da Vinci. The way he's revolutionized the fashion world, like he's the one who made Chanel what it is today. Like Chanel was a dying brand before he became creative director, and all the way he just revolutionized all those fashion houses with his vision, with his spirit. He's incredible. So I'd actually love to share something that has helped me in the way I approach creating content as an artist. You know how everyone always talks about on social media, it's all about authenticity? I actually question that. I think the sheer nature of social media is being a storyteller, because what you're essentially doing is you are a producer, a curator of sorts. Like, we select the images we post, we edit them meticulously, we put a filter on it, adjust saturation, etc., etc. So I feel like the sheer nature of social media is, again, telling a story. And I feel like it's more about embracing that performative aspect of it, like really leaning into that, asking yourself, what's the kind of story that I want to tell? How do I want to show up in this space? And that doesn't mean you're being inauthentic. You can still let your unique quirks shine through. It's just about being strategic about what you put out there and creating something that's coherent, so the people that view your content can really understand what you're all about and can start to resonate and fall in love with your personal brand and what it is that you do. And if you are someone that's showing their face online, you are, like, that's what you are. You are a personal brand in some way.